When I'm using this particular P of A intersection B, it says that event A and event B, A and B. So intersection is associated with the word and union will be associated with the word or. Take care for that. So probability of event A and B will be always zero if both that events A and B are mutually exclusive. Okay, take care for that. This is one of a condition of the probability. Then the last is if A is a subset of B, here A means a set which contains all the favorable outcome for event A, and if that particular set is a subset of set B, then probability of A will be always less than equals to probability of B. This is very much simple. I should not explain that. It's okay. Mm, moving further, let me erase this. Yes. Now, some of the theorems which we will be need for today's examples. So what I'm doing right now, I'm trying to give you graphical proof for all that, so it can help you to understand that statements. Yes, the first is probability of A union B is equals to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. Now, here, probability of A union B. Probability of A union B means what? Probability of event A or event B. Observe here, I am using the operation union. Union जो है वो एसोसिएट करता है वर्ड और से, या तो इवेंट ए हो रही है या तो इवेंट बी हो रही है, ए और बी दोनों में से कोई एक हो रही है, उसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी हम अगर फाइंड करना है, देन फॉर्मूला विल बी पी ऑफ ए प्लस पी ऑफ बी माइनस पी ऑफ ए इंटरसेक्शन बी. नाउ वी गाइस आर गुड विद द सेट थियरी from high school or from our 12th. We were having one of the formula like this: number of A union B is equals to number of A plus number of B minus number of A intersection B. Now observe, both these formulas are literally same. Is it? In the earlier syllabus, we were talking about the cardinality of set. Now we are talking about the probability of an event. So it's very, very simple. If we want to find probability of A or B, we need to add P of A plus P of B, and then we will subtract P of A intersection B. Why we are subtracting P of A intersection B? The reason is this. When I'm counting P of A or B, then this portion A intersection B will be counted twice. Once in P of A, second in P of B. So finally, I had counted A intersection B, that portion, twice. So what I need to do, I need to subtract it once. So that is the reason why I am subtracting probability of A intersection B. Okay. Hopefully we are clear with that. This is our first theorem, the first formula we can say for P of A union B. Now we can extend this formula for the three set also. What should be the formula if I am dealing with the three events? That means if I wish to go for P of A union B union C, I'm dealing with the three events at a time, and I need to find probability of A or B or event C is occurring. Then you had already learned this formula, number of A union B union C. ये भी formula आपने पढ़ा हुआ है. So can you help me for this? It will be literally same for that, and willingly, any of you. Will you help me to derive the formula for P of A union B union C? मतलब क्या है इसका? We are finding the probability of event A or B or C. Any of you. Or else I need to choose from the audience. Who is interacting with me? Yes, please, please, please. Someone has unmute their mic. His or her mic. Okay, let me choose from the audience. Arpit Mishra, are you there, beta?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you help me? Or I need to
Yes,
choose someone other?
yes, I can try.
Yes, please. Please help me. P of A
So let
union B union C. What should be this?
so probability of A
P of A,
plus P of B
yes, plus P of B,
plus P of C.
plus P of C.
Now, sir, we are going to subtract the probability of intersection of two particular events, like minus probability of A intersection B
Perfect.
minus probability of B intersection C
Good.
minus
Minus
probability of A
probability of
intersection C.
A intersection C. And we need to add one of the portion, that is P of A intersection B
Intersection B intersection
intersection
C.
C. Is it? So
Yes, sir.
that should be the formula for the union of three events. Okay, let me take you for that. Yes, this is the formula P of A union B union C. That means probability of occurrence of any of this three event, A or B or C. That will be P of A plus P of B plus P of C minus the three intersection part and plus one of the additional part. Why I'm adding that last term, P of A intersection B intersection C, I'm adding over here because when I'm subtracting this three part, B intersection C, when I'm subtracting A intersection B, let me take my pen. When I'm subtracting this particular from the set, this is A intersection B, this is A intersection C, and this is B intersection C. अगर मैं इन तीनों को subtract कर दूं तो ये जो पूरा portion है ना वो निकल जाएगा. All this portion will be not there, so I need to add that. Is it? So that is the reason the probability of A intersection B intersection C is in addition. So this is a second formula which will be need for the examples. Then let me take you for the one of the De Morgan's rule. In earlier set theory, we were having De Morgan's rule like that. De Morgan's rule. That was something like that. We were having two rules. First was complement of union. Complement of union is equals to intersection of complement, A dash intersection B dash. And the second rule was complement of intersection is equals to union of complements. Both these were known as the De Morgan's rule in an earlier concept of set theory. Now, based on this, observe here, probability of A dash intersection B dash. Now, first of all, we need to convert that particular in the wording. Now, what we mean by A dash, if A is one of the event, then A dash is its complementary event. Is it? We know that. So A dash means event A is not gonna occur. B dash means event B is not gonna occur. That means P of A dash intersection B dash, if I'm gonna explain that in wording, it means that probability that event A is not gonna occur as well as event B is not gonna occur. This probability is literally equals to P of A union B the complement. P of A union B the complement. That means A और तो B होगी, उसका जो कॉम्प्लीमेंट मिलेगा उसके बिल्कुल सेम होगा ये दोनों. So why both these are same? We can prove using set theory, we can prove using graphical method, we can prove that with the logical argument also. But right now I'm giving you one of the graphical proof of that, which is not important for your examination. Don't worry about that. I'm just gonna show you why both these terms are same. Observe this. In first Venn diagram, the shaded region is A union B. In the second diagram, the shaded region is just A dash. In this Venn diagram, shaded portion is representing B dash, complement of B, and intersection of A dash and B dash will be this. And from this Venn diagram, you can easily identify the complement set of A union B the dash will be this. Now observe this particular, observe both these diagrams, this and this. Both these diagrams are having a same, that means a ditto same sided region. That means A dash intersection B dash is literally equals to complement of A union B. That is what we was in it. We were in it. A dash intersection B dash is equals to A union B, the complement. So probability of both that event will be once again same because both that events are totally same. So this is the next result which we will be need complement of union is equals to intersection of complements. The similar way, I can give you the other De Morgan's rule. This was related to this. Observe first. Now let's go for the second. I'm not going to explain that. Giving you just 1 minute. Can you understand this or not? I'm giving you just 1 minute. Take your time. Observe that and सेम जो हमने पिछला लॉजिक अप्लाई किया वही लॉजिक अप्लाई करें और बताइए कि आपको ये समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं. Are you guys good with that? Aditya James says yes, sir. This is related to the complement of intersection, which will be literally equals to the union of complements. The same concept from your high schools, so it is not a big deal to get that. It's almost all. If you're having any issue, then please let me know. I'm not gonna ask you. All are not supposed to give me yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. अगर किसी को problem है, if you're having any issue related to this, then please let me know. Unmute your mic and talk to me. If you're not, yes please. Who's that? Aditya. Yes, Aditya, please.
So I'm not getting that fifth one.
You're not
That
getting that?
Fifth. Green diagram, sir.
Aditya, first of all, you are not audible properly.
Am I not audible? Hello.
Yes, Aditya, please.
So that Venn diagram of fifth one, I'm not getting.
Wait, this one? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let me explain. What we want to prove? Okay, mute your mic now. We'll let you know when you are supposed to unmute it once again. Okay, let me explain. We want to prove that A dash union B dash. Right now, we are using this diagram. What we want to prove, we just want to prove that A dash union B dash is equals to A intersection B the complement. That means dash. Is it? If I'm able to prove that both these events are equal, then the probability of both that will be same. Is it? अगर ये दोनों event equal है तो उसकी probability भी same ही होगी. Is it? So initially we want to prove both this. Initially we want to prove that both these sets or both the labeling are same. Okay. For that, what I'm doing in this particular part, I had presented A intersection B the dash. That means K, this 1 and 2, figure 1 and 2 related to this. To find A intersection B the complement, first I need to have two sets A and B and its intersection. So I'm taking two sets A and B over there. In the first Venn diagram, I had labeled had given the caption A intersection B, that means कि उस diagram में जो shaded region है, this is a region जिसके ऊपर मैंने shading दी है. That region indicates A intersection B. So this is my A intersection B. Is it? That's what I had mentioned. That's what I had given the caption in the below. Good. Now, I'm not interested in A intersection B. I'm interested in complement of A intersection B. So this is my, this rectangle boundary is my universal set. To find complement, what I need to do, I need to subtract that portion from the universal set. So for A intersection B the complement, वो जो shading वाला portion था, उसके अलावा दूसरे सारे portion में I had provided the shading. So right now in this portion, in this second Venn diagram, the shaded region, all this shaded region represents the A intersection B the complement. समझ में आ रही बात? आदित्य, आपको समझ में आ रही ये बात?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. So this is what? This is my A intersection B. Okay. Let me erase this. This is my A intersection B the complement. Now, we are done with this. On the left hand side, this is a region which represents A intersection B the complement. Now, let's begin with the right hand side, sorry. So, A dash union B dash. Now, for union of both that, first of all, I need to have A dash, then I need to have B dash, and then we will go for the intersection part. So, what we mean by A dash, what we mean by A dash is a complement set of set A. This is my set A, and the shaded portion, जहाँ पे मैंने shading दी है, that particular portion is representing complement set of set A, A dash. This is all जहाँ पे shading है, वो सारा A dash है. Similarly, second Venn diagram, I had given the caption B dash, so I'm representing complement set of set B. This all is a complement set of set B. Now, can you identify any of the common part in both this setting? In figure 3 and figure 4, what we need to identify? We need to identify a common region in which we are having a shading. Is it? देखिए, this portion, we are having shading in figure 3, but we are not having shading in Venn diagram 3, but we are having it here. So can it be over here? Okay, I am going for union, so I need to take all that. Is it? यहाँ पे shading नहीं थी, यहाँ पे है, so यहाँ पे है. We were having a shading over here, not here, so it will be there in my union part, and the outside region, outside of A and B, यहाँ पे भी shading थी, यहाँ पे भी है, so यहाँ पे भी होगी. But observe that intersection part. Earlier it was not there. In the figure 4, it is not there, so I cannot give the shading in that part in A dash union B dash. Is it? Now this particular represents the A dash union B dash, which is literally equals to this. Observe, in both that Venn diagrams, we are having a same shaded region. Is it? Same region common. So I can say that A intersection B the complement is equals to A dash union B dash. Am I clear, Aditya, or you need a further explanation?
Yes, yes, sir. Got. Thank you, sir.
And even we can prove it by taking one of the set. You can choose set, universal set as a 1, 2, 3 up to 10. ले लीजिए आप 1 to 10. Set A ले लीजिए 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Set B ले लीजिए आप 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, any of that, and then try to prove that both this will be same. LHS find कीजिए, RHS find कीजिए, दोनों जो set represent करेंगे वो same ही होगा. Is it? That is what proof using example. This is proof using Venn diagram, and same we can prove using a logical argument, but that is not our today's topic, so we are not going to discuss that. So this is my fourth result related to probability. Moving further, two most important results: addition principle and multiplication principle. First of all, let me take you towards addition principle, when we are supposed to add probability of two events and when we are supposed to multiply the probability of two events. If we are dealing with the mutually exclusive events, then probability of A union B will be probability of A plus probability of B. Why? Let me explain. If probability of A and B, if A and B are two mutually exclusive events, and the favorable cases for event A is N1, favorable cases for event B is N2, then if you wish to find the probability of A union B, probability of A or probability of B, then in that case our formula will be number of A plus number of B, that means N1 plus N2. Okay. In general case, if we are having more than two events, instead of A and B, if I'm having so many events together and all must be mutually exclusive, suppose I'm having A, B, C, three events are there, mutually exclusive, then that formula will lead to number of A plus number of B plus number of C, like that. If my events are A1, A2, A3 up to AM, then that formula will be number of A1 plus A2 plus A1 union A2 union AM. It will be number of A1 plus number of A2 plus number of AN. What message I want to convey from this slide, that if there are mutually exclusive events, that's particular. If events are mutually exclusive, then their probability will get added. Okay, we need to add them. And if my events are independent, if A and B are two independent events, then probability of A and B occurrence of event A and event B, it will get multiplied, P of A plus P of B, into P of B. And if I'm dealing with more than two events, those are independent events like A1, A2, A3 up to AN. Yeah, I'm dealing with M different events. All those are independent events. Then probability of A1 and A2 and A3, A and N and AM. To find that, I need to add all their individual probability. I need to multiply all their individual probabilities. Now, why this thing is happening? For that, I need to take you towards one of the example. I'm gonna deliver that just after this slide. But before that, if you're having any confusion in both this, in these formulas, then please let me know. Unmute your mic and we may talk regarding to both these formulas, additional principle and multiplication principle. So I'm here waiting for any doubt from your side. If there is no doubt, then we are good for the examples. Please, I'm waiting for 10 seconds, please. Meghna, am I audible properly? Is it, no? There is no...
Sir, you're audible. Yes.
Okay. Now, before little bit boring session, let me take you guys to some of the practical, which will be quite interesting for all of you. Meghna, we are done with this example. Hopefully, a fair dice is thrown.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
good. So
Yes,
it's
sir,
okay.
we are
I'm
done.
skipping that, and we also done unbased coin toss for 3 times.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we will. We were already did that. Ah, yes. Deck contain 30 balls, number 1 to 30. Are we
Yes,
done
sir.
with this?
Yes, sir.
Good. So, okay, before going for fourth one, let's discuss third first. ये हमने already discuss कर दिया था, लेकिन एक बार फिर से discuss कर रहे हैं. The third question was that was our last question in previous session. A bag was containing 30 balls, number 1 to 30. And we were supposed to select one of the ball randomly from that bag, and we were finding the probability that a selected ball is of multiple of 5 or 7. And the second question was multiple of 3 or 7. In both that question, we had used different formulas. The formula was P of A union B equals to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. And I was asking why the formula differs for both that in a previous session, and the satisfactory answers I received from your side. I just remember that, but let me show you how to represent it properly in the examination. If I wish to uh, present this question in the exam, if this question is there in your final exam or in mid-sem exam, the way you should present that I am showing right now. For this particular question, a sample space will contain 1 to 30, and we are dealing with 3 different events: multiple of 5, multiple of 7, and multiple of 3. So we need to label that events by any of the alphabet. So I'm labeling getting a number which is multiple of 5, that event is A; getting a number which is multiple of 7, that is event B; and getting a number multiple of 3 will be event C. Now, my sample space will have 1 to 30 possibilities because I'm selecting a single ball. So it will be 1, 2, 3 up to 30. And favorable cases for event A. Favorable cases for event A will be all that numbers, all that balls which are in multiple of 5. That will be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's all. 30 से आगे नहीं जा सकते क्योंकि 30 से आगे मेरे पास नंबर ही नहीं है. And favorable cases for event B will be 7, 14, 21, 28, multiple of 7, and for event C, multiple of 3, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Is it? Now, before moving further, you can clearly observe that intersection of A and B will be null set. None of the element will be common in set A and set B, while intersection of B and C will be having one of the component, that is 21. 21 is present in set B, as well as 21 will be present in set C also, because 21 is a multiple of 3. Okay, so when I'm finding B intersection C, B union C, I need to take care. If I'm looking for A union B, it will be totally fine if I will add both these probabilities. Let's go for that. P of A. First, I'm just finding probability of event A. It will be 5 by 30. Probability of event B, no, not 5 by 30. For event A, it will be 6 by 30. For probability of event B, it will be 4 by 30. And probability of event C, the number 3, 6, 5, jitne bhi hai, that will give us 10 by 3. So 1 by 3. Now, the first question was multiple of 5 or 7, or is related with union, as I said earlier. So we are finding probability of occurrence of event A or event B. Selected bold, या तो 5 का multiple या तो 7 का multiple. So 5 or 7. So it is P of A union B, and according to our formula, P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. But right now, for this particular case, none of the bowl is having both that characteristic, multiple of 5 or 7. So that probability will be 0. P of A we had already defined, that is 1 by 5 or 6 by 30, 4 by 30 minus 0. That 0 is for P of A intersection B. And by adding both this, 10 by 30, it will be 1 by 3. And for the second, 3 or 7, for 3 I had mentioned event C. Multiple of 3 के लिए हमने जो labeling दिया वो event C है. Multiple of 7 के लिए जो हमने event label किया हुआ है, that is B. So we are looking for C union B, and as per our formula, P of C union B is P of C plus P of B minus P of C intersection B. Now here, C intersection B is not a null set. It is having some of the element in that. That is just a single element, 21. 21 is a multiple of 3 as well as 7. So that particular event C intersection B, to find probability of C intersection B, what I need to do, probability of C intersection B, we need to stick with our simple formula, M by N. I can say M is a variable case, N is a total case. We are dealing with a event in which I am supposed to pick a single ball from the 30. So my sample space will contain 30 element, and variable case for this event, वो 3 का भी multiple हो, 7 का भी multiple हो, ऐसा एक ही केस है, that is 21. Instead of writing 21, we will write 1, because what is our formula? Number of variable cases. So we are not supposed to write 21 over there, okay? So take care for that. So P of C intersection B will be 1 by 30, as I mentioned over here. And adding both this and subtracting 1 by 30 will lead us to 13 by 30. That we had already discussed in our previous session, but this is the way you are supposed to write down in the examination if this question is there in your paper. Okay. Now, this is our fourth question. A bag contains 8 white balls, 4 red balls. That means in a bag we are having 12 balls. Now, among that, 8 balls are white, 4 balls are red. Now, what we are supposed to do? We are selecting. Now, 5 balls are drawn at random. We are supposed to pick 5 balls together. एक ही साथ बैग में हाथ डालना है, 5 बॉल उठाने हैं. And we need to find the probability that 2 of them are white and 3 are red. जो हम 5 बॉल उठा रहे हैं, select करें. Among them, 2 must be white and 3 must be red. What is the probability of this event? Now, let me explain this. I'm not going to solve this question. That will be your job. But let me explain it once again. Suppose we are having one of the bag. Suppose there's a bag. It doesn't look like bag. Let me. Now it looks like bag. Is it? Good. In this bag, we are having 8 white balls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This 8 balls are white balls. And I'm having 4 red balls also. 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 are red balls. Let me fill that. Okay. So these are 8 white balls. These 8 balls are white. These 4 balls are red. And we are having total 12 balls in this bag. And out of this, we are selecting 5 balls. We are supposed to draw 5 balls at random. आंख बंद करके इसमें से 5 बॉल उठाना है एक साथ. देखिए, याद रखिए, दिस इज नॉट अ केस ऑफ रिप्लेसमेंट. ऐसा नहीं है कि एक बॉल उठाने के बाद उसको रिप्लेस करना है, देख लेना है, रिप्लेस करना है, ऐसा नहीं है. वी आर सेलेक्टिंग 5 balls at a time. Now we want the probability that 2 of them is red, 2 of them is white. So 2 जो है वो white होने चाहिए and 3 must be red. So that should be our event. This is our event and we need to find the probability of this. Can any of you will help me to solve this question? First of all, let me know a question is clear to all of you or not. Meghna, am I clear properly? Question
Yes,
is
sir.
clear?
Yes.
Hello,
Yes, who is?
Sabhavdeep.
Yes, Bhavdeep, please. How's you better?
Sir, we have total 12 sample spaces. So
Forget about the question. Forget about the question. How's you?
so fine, sir.
Good?
Yes, sir.
Good. Are you enjoying this or not?
Yes, sir.
Am I making you bore?
No, sir. No, sir.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Susil Chaurasia,
Yes, sir.
is it okay, enjoyable or not?
Yes, sir.
Question is
Fine, sir.
interact- Okay. Isha Dadania,
Yes, sir.
are you enjoying better?
Yes, sir.
Janvi,
Yes, sir.
are you getting all the things which I am delivering from here
Yes,
properly with the same
Yes.
manner? Good.
sir. Yes.
Good. Okay. Yes, now, Bhavdeep, you were saying something. Please unmute your mic and talk to me.
So in this question, sir, we have 12 balls which can be drawn out in 5 ways.
No. We have 12 balls. Among them, we are supposed to draw 5 balls. We are not supposed to
sir.
draw 12 balls. Okay.
So, sir, the total number of sample space can be 12C5.
Wow. 12 C5s. It sounds something new. What is 12 C5? Bhavdeep, what is 12 C5?
Sir, means, sir, the 12 balls which can be drawn in 5 means if one ball is drawn, we have now 11 balls remaining in the bag.
Okay.
So it means we can it is
No. I'm not agree with
Permutation.
that statement.
permutation and combination statement.
That is just a combination. 12 C5 is
Yes, sir.
selecting 5 balls out of 12.
Yes, sir.
All possible combination to choose 5 balls out of 12, is it?
Yes,
That
sir.
is 12C4. So
Sir, like, sir, we have 12C5. Now 12 balls can be drawn out in 5 ways. If one
with
ball is drawn, now we are left with 11 balls only. And from that 11, we have to draw 4.
नो वेट अगर आप इस तरीके से बोलेंगे तो दूसरों के दिमाग में कंफ्यूजन होगा. ऐसा नहीं होगा बेटा. देखो रुको. Your concept is clear. Your total cases will be 12C5. That is, I'm totally agree with that. But for the rest of the audience, I would like to recall one of the concept here. What is that formula for the probability? For the probability of any of the events, suppose this event is event A, then a formula will be simply m by n. This is a simple formula. For n, we need the total cases. For m, we need the favorable cases. Okay. Now, here, selecting 5 balls out of 12, that will lead us towards the total number of cases regarding to this event. Now, among that 12, 5 balls can selected in so many ways. I can select first, second, third, fourth, fifth, one of the way. I can go for first, second, third, fourth, sixth, first, second, third, fourth, seventh. Is it? There are so many ways. For that, we are having one of the mathematical function that is known as as Bhavdeep said, that is known as a combination. Combination, we were habituated to deal like this. NCR, the formula was n factorial divided by r factorial into n minus r the factorial. That is the formula for the combination. Combination, we were habituated to label with this NCR, or the labeling was NR. This is also okay. Or one more formula was that was one more labeling. It's okay. We are good with this. Okay. Yes, that was the formula. NR and the combination C. Is it? These three are the labeling for the combination which you had already dealt in your 12th. So to solve this question, to identify the favorable cases and the total cases, we need that concept of the combination. Let me take you towards that. Pradeep, kindly mute your mic and I will let you know when you are supposed to speak once again. Wait. Let S be the sample space for this event. And event A, I'm labeling event A is getting 2 white ball and 3 red ball, for which we are looking for the probability. For the we are finding the probability that 2 of them is white and 3 are red. So we need 2 white ball and 3 red ball. That is event A, and we are looking for probability of event A. For that, we need to have the sample space. But for this concept, we need to have one of the recall, that number of possible ways of choosing R balls from N balls. That is NCR. And that formula is n factorial divided by r factorial, n minus r factorial. Okay. We don't need to interact that tedious formula. That is not that much tedious, but we even don't need to deal with that formula because scientific calculus is having that particular function key related to combination. You can use that because scientific calculus is totally allowed in a examination also. Wait. Oops. So we need to interact with this NCR. Now let me clear that particular thing by the that notation NCR. You can also use this notation also NCR or NCR. All these three notations are same. This and both this. These three notations are same, and this is the formula. Now, what we mean by this, NCR stands for we are selecting R items from N. We are selecting R items from M. If I'm using 10C2, if I'm opting 10C2, that means I'm selecting 2 items from 10. How many different ways I can do that? Suppose I'm doing 5C1. मैं 5 में से एक item choose कर रहा हूँ, तो 5 way से ही होगी. 5C1 is always gives you the answer 5. So that way 10C2, 12C2, 15C3, all that mathematical operation gives you the number of possible ways selecting R items from N items. And in this case, if I'm going to compare N and R, तो N बड़ा हो सकता है n बड़ा ही होगा r से, या तो ज्यादा से ज्यादा दोनों सेम होंगे. It is never possible that r is having a greater value than n. It is not possible to find 10 C 11. 10 items में से आप 11 items choose नहीं कर सकते. So in such a case, NCR, if I'm going to compare value of both that, then always n will be greater equal r. r कभी n से बड़ा नहीं हो सकता. ठीक है, ज्यादा से ज्यादा दोनों सेम हो सकते हैं, like 10 C 10 and 10 C 10 is always 1. 10 में से 10 आइटम एक ही तरीके से चूज कर सकते हैं. So for this question, we need this combination concept, and using this, we need to have our favorable cases as well as our total cases. And I'm giving you the solution without explaining in the next slide, and we'll give you 2 minutes if you can get this. So this is the solution. Are you able to get this? Yes or no? Take your time. I'm giving you 2-3 minutes. If you can get this, then it will be good for me. Take your time. I'll be back in 2 minutes. One or two students just left the meeting. Aditya, there is a disturbance from your side. You want to speak something, or?
Yes, sir. So,
Yes, please.
sir, there is sure. Sir, a typo error. Said number of ways of drawing 3 red balls.
Wait. There is a disturbance from my side. Wait, I'm muting my mic. Wait.
Hello.
हाँ आदित्य तू बोल दे भाई, सर ने म्यूट किया खुद को.
Sir, number of ways of drawing 3 white balls. So actually, there will be 3 red balls, I guess. Number of ways of drawing 3 red balls.
Okay. Sorry, Aditya, I was not there to listen you. I was just locking my door because some of the disturbance was there from my side. So I had not listened what you had said. Just can you repeat it for me?
Yes, sir, sure. Sir,
Yes, please.
like there is written number of ways of drawing 3 white balls. Like I think like there will be number of ways of drawing 3 red balls.
Okay, yes.
It is mentioned in questions.
Yes. It is a small
Yeah.
typing mistake over here, na?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It should be red, is it? Let me make that a red color. Okay. Now this is red balls. A typo mistake. Ignore that. Else that everything is fine. Are you able to get this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How many of you are able to get this particular solution? How many of you are able to get this solution? Yes, sir. Same, sir. Yes, sir. Clear. Yes, sir. Clear. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. We'll take help of one of you. Priyanshu. Can you unmute your mic better? Priyanshu Ja. Priyanshu, are you there? Okay. Nidhi. Nidhi, unmute your mic better.
Yes, sir.
Will you explain this?
Yeah, sure, sir.
Yes, please.
So, as we know, the basic formula for probability is favorable outcomes upon number of total outcomes. So,
Good.
in the first step, where we have calculated the total number of favorable outcomes of drawing 5 balls from total of 12.
Okay,
That
good.
is
That is
12
what I had mentioned
5.
here.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
12C5, and the result will be one of the number, that is 792. We are good with that. You can do that with the help of your Kelsey. Good. Move ahead.
Next, in as question says, we have to draw total 5 balls, in which 2 white balls and 3 red balls.
Okay.
So for 2 white balls, we have 8 white. So out of 8, we have to draw 2 white balls. So the formula will be 8C2.
Good. Perfect. And for the red, we are having 4 red balls. Among them, we need to choose 3. So I had provided 4C3. Good.
Yes,
Move
sir.
ahead.
Next step, we'll multiply both the combination to get the
Okay.
total number of
Now,
favorable outcomes.
this is my question. Why I'm multiplying? Why I am multiplying both that probabilities? Why?
So because we want to know the total possible ways of drawing 2 white and 3 red balls. That's why.
Instead of multiplying, if I'm using addition, will it work? Instead of this multiplication, if I'm going to use addition, will it work?
No, sir, it won't give the total. We have different ways for drawing balls. It won't give the total that.
That means what? This message is for all of you. When we are using word and, we need to multiply, and if I'm using word or, I need to go for addition. Is it? So
Yes.
keep this thing in your mind. This was important from this particular question. If I'm selecting 2 white ball and 3 red ball, that means both the events are independent. I need to multiply both that probability, 8C2 and 4C3. That will lead me to the favorable cases. And as per the formula P of A, we need the favorable cases. Now that will be 8C2 into 4C3 divided by total cases, that is 12C5. Okay. So I was just concerned about this product. Why I'm using product in this particular case? Because the word was and. We need 2 white and 3 red balls. Okay. So hopefully this is clear to all of you. If there any confusion from any of the side, any of the student, please we may discuss right now. If there is any confusion regarding to this question, please unmute your mic and talk. Feel free to talk with me. Please, any of you. Yes, Bharti Kumari says that both the events are independent. Absolutely correct, Bharti. That means we are good with this, is it? I'm not getting any comment over the chat box. So let's move further. Yes, no comment is there. Yes, Meghna says yes, sir. So let's move further. Now this question is for you. I'm not going to show you the solution even. Let me explain the question. 2 dice are thrown. I'm rolling 2 dice together. I'm having 2 die in my hand. I'm rolling it. Find the probability that getting total of 7. First question. Getting an even total. And third question, getting an odd total. what I'm doing, I'm rolling two dice together. If I'm rolling two dice together, then my sample space will contain elements like 1 1 1 2 1 3 1 4 1 5 1 6. Is it? Let me help you for the sample space just, then I will not gonna help any other. As sample space for rolling two dice together, that will be the collection of ordered pairs. Suppose in both that die I'm having 1 1. In first I'm having 1, second 2, then 1 comma 3, then 1 comma 4, like 1 6, then 1 7 1 8 1 9 1 10 1 11 1 12 1 13 1 14 1 15 1 16 1 17. Anyone would like to correct me? Will anyone correct me? 1 4 1 5 1 6 1 7 1 8 1 9 1 10
Sir,
1
sir,
8.
sir, sir, bus
No,
1 6,
sir.
sir.
Is it
One
okay?
six. No,
Up to
sir.
1 6. Yes, yes, yes. I was just checking whether you guys are just
No, sir. We are listening.
okay. That means you are attending it properly. Good. 2 1 2 2 2 3 up to 6, and likewise row related to 6, and the last element will be 6 6, and before that we will have 6 comma 5. Is it? So this should be a sample space regarding to throwing rolling two dice together, and that sample space will contain 36 ordered pairs in this manner. Now, first of all, we need to identify all such favorable outcomes in which total is 7. Like for this ordered pair, total is 2. For this, total is 3. Total is 5. And this is my favorable 1, comma 6 will give me the total 7. In second, 2, comma 5, 3, 3, comma 4, 4, comma 3, like that. So you need to give me the probability that we get total of 7. Then after we get an even total. टोटल इवन होना चाहिए. देखिए यहाँ पे सेकंड क्वेश्चन के लिए इसका टोटल 2 होगा. 2 is an even number. The total will be 3 is a odd number. It is not favorable for the second event. Total 4 favorable. So I need the probability that I am getting even total, and I need the probability that I am getting odd total. Is it? So you are having 3 minutes for this 3 question, 3 to 4 minutes. I'm muting myself. I'm gonna mute myself so कोई disturbance ना आए मेरी तरफ से. Okay, Bhavdeep, you are done, but let's give time to others. Is it? So I'm giving you 3 minutes. If there is any confusion, then unmute, then drop a message. Okay, I'm muting myself for 3 minutes, so no disturbance from my side. Okay. I got some of the answers or the chat box that yes, almost everyone has answered for this. Total of 7 is 1 by 6, 36 outcomes. Meghna says for first 1 by 6, total 1 by 2, 1 by 6. Okay. Divya, in your comment, you've written that for answer for the second is 1. Is it a certain event, beta? Divya, can you unmute your mic, beta? Divya.
So I have answered 1 by 2. So that was by mistake I've written.
Okay, it's okay. Because if the probability is 1, that means that event is certain event.
Yes,
that
sir.
means wo har baar hogi. So that is just a typo mistake. It's okay. We are good with that. Okay, I'm glad that all of you are correct. All of you are getting a perfect answers. Mute your mic, Divya. Yes, good. Let me show you the solution. Now, if you are getting this, I don't need to explain that. I think, okay. What I did, I just labeled the events. Okay, this is the way you are you need to present. This is the way you need to present in the examination. So take care for the presentation part also. You cannot simply answer for the first, it's 1 by 2, second 1 by 6, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, is it? Even for any of the simple question, we need to present it in the proper way. Okay, so this is the way how we guys are supposed to present. We need to mention our sample space. Let us be the sample space, and we are labeling 3 different events. First is total of 7. So A is event getting total of 7 from 2 dice, B getting an even total, and C getting an odd total from 2 slides. Now there are 36 ordered pair in the sample space, as I mentioned over here. So sample space will contain 36 elements, and variable cases for event A. Event A is getting total 7. The favorable cases will be 1 by 1, 6, 2, 5, 3, 4, 4, 3, 5, 2, and 1, 6. Observe, in all that ordered pairs, total will be 7. Is it? Now here order is not important. That means 1, 6 इस pair को आप उठा के last में लग दीजिए. It's okay. But in the ordered pair, order is very, very important. 2, 5 is not equals to 5, 2. Here both these are totally different. Take care for that. So these are the 6 possible outcomes, 6 favorable outcome for event A, and the probability of event A will be 6 by 36. 36 is our total cases. For event B, the favorable cases, even total, when I will get even total, 1, 1, 1, 3, 1, 5, 2, 2, 2, 4, 2, 6, then after 3, 1, 3, 5, 3, 3, 4, 2, 4, 4, 4, 6, likewise 6, 2, 6, 4, 6, 6. So out of that 36 ordered pair, 18 ordered pair will have total even, and rest of 18 ordered pair will have total odd. So I'm not listing, or I have not list all that 18 favorable cases for event B, but I just give a glimpse of that. 1, 1, 1, 3, 1, 5, likewise 2, 2, 2, 4, 2, 6. Yes. So this set will contain 18 elements, 18 ordered pair. That 18 are the favorable cases for event B. Event B is getting an even total. So probability of event B will be 18 by 36. That means 1/2, 0.5. Now, can you observe that event of getting even total and event of getting even total, both these events are dash. I'm giving you one of the question, throwing one of the question from to you. If I'm going to compare getting an even total and getting an odd total, this is event B, this is event C. My question is this, events B and C are ... Can you give me some of the comment? Event B and C are known as...
So 1 minus, so the value of C is 1 minus P of B.
Okay, if the value of C is 1 minus P of B, then both that events will be known as Go ahead. You can.
Sir, likely events.
Oh, likely events नहीं. Yes.
Mutually exclusive.
Mutually exclusive भी बोल सकते हैं. Yes, क्यों नहीं?
Mutually
अगर बोल सकते हैं mutually exclusive is correct. Wait, let me mention it. Mutually. Let. Oh, oops. ये क्या हो गया? Wait. What was that? Yes, we can say that both these are mutually exclusive. क्या इसके अलावा और कुछ बोल सकते हैं? किसी ने बोला था 1 minus p of c.
Exhaustive events. It's the exhaustive event.
Exhaustive. Yes, बोल सकते हैं. अभी के लिए तो exhaustive भी है, mutually exhaustive भी है. चलो ठीक है. I'm agree with that. Then after one more thing. Get जो आंसर मुझे चाहिए वो अभी तक नहीं मिला. P of b is equals to 1 minus p of c, और तो p of c is equals to 1 minus p of b. अब इसके ऊपर से कोई कमेंट दीजिए, इसके ऊपर से कोई लेबलिंग दीजिए जल्दी से. मेघना, I'm expecting answer from your side, please.
Yes, sir.
Both these events are अब तो देखिए कंप्यूटर में.
Complementary.
Yes, both the events are complementary events of each other. If event B is gonna occur, then surely event C will not there. 1 minus P of B will give you P of C. So both these events are complementary. या तो total even होगा या तो total odd होगा. Is it? So this is a way.
Sir, you're
Okay, now I'm visible. Is it? Earlier it was black screen, na?
yes, sir.
There might be some issue. Okay, now I'm visible. Okay, so both these events are complementary also. B and C. I'm talking about B and C. I'm not talking about A and B. Okay. So by that way, we can find probability of C, that is probability which is literally equals to probability of B complement. So it is 1 minus P of B. So it is 1 minus half. It will be half. Or instead of presenting like that, we can also go like that. Okay, the favorable cases for event C is, or total wale jo bhi cases hai, there will be 18 cases. We can list it out. Then number of C will be 18 once again, and probability of C will be 18 divided by 36. It will be once again 1.5, 0.5. Sorry. So इस तरीके से भी प्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं, ट्रेडिशनल वे से भी प्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं. नाउ दैट इज अप टू यू how you want to represent that. Okay, so this is example number 5. If there is any doubt, please unmute your mic and talk to me. If there is any doubt regarding to this, अगर है तो बताइए. Okay, let me solve the question, the whole question. Giving you 2 minutes. Go for it. You don't need to write down anywhere. Just observe this. Are you able to get this or not? A and B are two mutually exclusive events. I am giving you probability of A as well as probability of B, and looking to find some of the desired probability. 1, 2, 3, 4. P of A dash, A intersection B, A union B, A dash intersection B dash. Are you able to get this or not? Giving you 2 minutes. So able to get this, all of you? You may reply over the chat box instead of unmuting your mic. It's quite basic. Karthik Kumari says yes, 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 yes. Pradeep. Mohammed, can you unmute your mic, beta? Mohammed Kaif. Mohammed Kaif, are you there? Mohammed, can you unmute your mic? Mohammed. Might be Mohammed is not there. Might be some issues. Good. So, next we will move for the conditional probability, but I think so I should not start the conditional probability right now. For it should be a fresh topic because I need a fresh mind.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but wait. Now, as per the instruction, okay, first of all, let me stop the recording because we are done with that.